What's up YouTube, this is your boy Game for Daniel, aka Big D. And today we're going to be fixing the Nintendo Switch Joy-Con drift. Yes, if any of you guys watching my YouTube channel who own a Nintendo Switch, you guys know they are bad for drifting. If you guys have one and if it doesn't drift, then props to you. You got very lucky getting one that doesn't drift. I took really good care of my Nintendo Switch, which is right here, and it always seems like it's the left one that drifts. My right one's fine. So I'm gonna take this guy apart and try fixing it. To be able to get it apart, it takes one of those kinds to unscrew the Joy-Con apart. Alright, so it is the 0.6. That's what the screw looks like. Come on, focus. That's what it looks like. So let me get this taken apart and I'll show you the rest. And before you guys do this at your own risk. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you do decide to watch my video and take it apart along with me, do it at your own risk. People like taking the air can and blowing it through the cracks, but honestly, I'm just gonna get deep inside of it and just clean it, because most likely there's dust stuck around the analog and it's just causing, you know, it's drifting pretty much. Honestly, once all the screws are taken out, you want to be careful getting the casing off. Be very careful getting the casing off, because there is ribbons inside of it that you do not want to rip out. Right there is the battery. That's the battery. Here, let me flip the camera. So right there's the battery. That's what it looks like right there. Let me hold this better. So right there's the battery. Use or recharge only with specific devices. 3.7 volt, 525 milliamp. Okay. And if you look right there, you know, there's the circuit board and all that, but we need to get to the analog. So make sure you pull these two little ribbons out of the circuit board, and then make sure you pull the battery out. It'll be a little sticky because they had like tape that was holding it down. Okay, so get that battery. If you have to, you can pull that out if you want. You don't have to, but now we got to get into there, which just looks like regular Phillips screwdriver. And believe it or not, this is my first time taking it apart, but to me it's just common sense, you know. It's easy, you know, what to do, but I'm here to help you guys if you need help. You know, want to be able to do this, I'm here to help. Okay, so one thing I noticed, one is wee little tiny and one is just a little bit longer, so you got different sizes going on here, you know, of course. Little tiny ones, if I can get it to focus, the little tiny one goes there. See where it's outlined black? At least Nintendo's letting you know, like, hey, the one outlined black are the ones where the small screws go. The ones that's not outlined are the big ones. Alright, so now we're in the main circuit board. Okay, looks like there's some writing. Oh, there went my button. But right there is some writing. Right there. K and 1B. Okay, But right here, this guy right here is where our joycon analog, I meant to say analog, this is where our analog is going to be, so that's where it's going to need cleaned the most. Okay, so as you can see, right there is the analog, and this little guy right here, which pretty much looks like a box, is the part where it needs cleaned. So here is a method I'm going to show you how to get this sucker cleaned. And here's what the front of it looks like, just so you guys know. And then that goes on there. Okay, so you're going to need some rubbing alcohol, some Q-tips, and the analog part. And what we're going to do is take that Q-tip, dip it in the rubbing alcohol, and rub along the analog where you see where it rubs. We're gonna get all that cleaned and just clean the inside in general. This is just a better way of cleaning it by taking it apart. Alright, so I got my Q-tip. I'm gonna rub it in this alcohol and pretty much take it and just rub inside there. It's gonna get all that dirt, that gunk in there that's causing it to drift to go away. And you want to make sure you just rub all the way around, you know, rub this around, push the button, you know, stuff like that. Rub it around, roll it, spin it in a circle, get some of that in there, and that's pretty much it. Now we just gotta put it back together. Alright, so I am screwing in, putting back in the screws into the chassis now, and we'll test it out and see if it fixed it. Alright, so the Joy-Con is put back together, so now let's try it out. Alright, here we go. Alright, so as you can see right there, I loaded up Super Mario 64, and where before he was walking by himself like that a little bit, but now works a way more better than what it did. Way more better. So that's how you fix Joy-Con drift. Sorry that this video was too long. I try to make it short, but leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed this, and I'm out this thing. Now I can go back to playing my games without my games walking by itself. I'm out this thing. Peace out.